Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I haven't been on for a few days, as like I told everybody in my other videos about not doing quite so many videos until the beginning of April, when the new tax year starts again. As anything I make from now on, I'm going to pay 20% in tax to the tax man. And I do not like paying anything to the tax man, so I'm keeping it as little as possible. So that's why you haven't seen me very often. But one lady on one of the comments suggested that I do have another channel. It's Sheila's Shopping and Cooking, which I don't use all that often, just doing a bit shopping, or if I do a little bit cooking, which is not very often on that channel anyway. Suggested that I could use that channel to do some videos on, because it's not monetized. I won't make any money on it for to give to the tax man. So I may possibly do that, but I don't want to put too much on there, because it is supposed to be just for shopping and cooking. But I'll probably explain if I do any videos and put on it that the videos will just be for a short while if I do put any on there. But anyway, I have had some Happy Meal. It came yesterday actually, but I didn't have time to sort it out. And it was from a lady called Marilyn. So you know Marilyn, and I received your Happy Meal yesterday. And I've already opened it to show you. It's just a little something which Marilyn could afford to send to me. Like I said, it was just a little thing that Marilyn sent to me, and one of the things was she sent me a Christmas card as well in the package, and I think Marilyn makes her own cards. This is a lovely little card. It's little bits of material made into a Christmas tree, and she writes, "Dear Sheila, Merry Christmas. Thank you for bringing friendship and joy and laughter into my life throughout the year." She says your very good health in the new year, plus much peace and love in your life. Love, Marilyn. That's a lovely little card. And Marilyn sent me just a little bit. I've opened up the back to show you, but one is, this is Campbell's All Butter Petticoat Tears. I don't know how people know the kind of things that I like, but I love shortbread, which is that what these are, shortbread biscuits. And something else, I don't think I've ever shown this that I've bought before, but I do love cashews. And these are honey cashews, which I've never had before. And I'm not going to tell you I have opened this, and I bought one or two out of them. I ate one or two out of honey cashews. They're lovely and sweet, and they are lovely. And I do buy other nuts, but sometimes I do buy these ones because they're a softer nut. They're easier to chew, especially when you have plastic teeth like I have. These ones are a lot softer and easier to chew. So thank you very much for that, Marilyn. I'm going to enjoy eating those, but I don't eat a lot of them, because there is a lot of protein in nuts. I only have a few now and again when I'm sitting watching the telly. So that was my little, just a small Happy Meal from Marilyn. And that came all the way from the United States, so it did get here in plenty of time. And I've had a message from Catherine, who I sent the, not the same size bag, but I sent the bag like this to, and she has received that, so at least I know that's got to its home. Because I was worried that she wasn't going to get it in time for Christmas. It wasn't particularly a Christmas present. She just wanted it to use to with her knitting. And as she had messaged me for quite some time, I was beginning hoping that it hadn't gotten lost in the post, but Catherine's received that, so I'm glad you're happy with that, Catherine. And I have been doing a little bit Because I've finished my any orders I have to do. I have no more orders. I am not taking any more orders for knitting, and I'm going to show you one or two just little videos, one of the reasons why as well. But at the moment I am doing just little bits of knitting. This is just a, the small cardigan. This is how much I'm doing. I've spent maybe an hour in the morning on little things like this. And since I last came on, I've done, this is the back. This is one of my patterns that I'm busy working out, and that's why I'm working on these little ones, because I've only done a 20 inch in this one, but this is a 16 inch. And I've done the back and the two fronts. And that's one of the sleeves. And this is the one I'm going to work out for to make my own pattern for this one, the cable and the garter stitch. And I'm part the way through one of the sleeves. I'll probably finish the sleeve off today. And then I'll probably get it finished maybe tomorrow or the next day. But it is to work out my pattern, because I've only done the 120 inch size, and this is a 16 inch I'm doing. So I'm going to do all the other sizes up to a 24 inch. And then I'll be putting it up on my computer and making it into a PDF, and then into a paper pattern for anyone that wants to buy it. But it's going to take me a little bit of time, but I do have a lot more time to do these things now, because like I said, I'm not taking any more orders. And I'm now going to show you one or two little videos. One is the last two little cardigans that I knit, and another one is explaining a few more things to you. So I'm going to stop this video and I'll be back and explain a few more things afterwards. So this is the pink cardigan. Can't seem to get it to show the true colour. It's a little bit deeper, the pink, than what it's showing on here. So I've finished this. That's one of the cardigans. It's back as well. And I have started on the second one. Going to come out the same size. So I've done the back on this is the open moss stitch, this one. You can see a little bit better. Yeah, that's the open moss stitch on that one. It's one of my own patterns, this one. That's the back. And I have just started the shaping on the first front. So hopefully get that one finished soon, and then I get that taken down to the lady's daughter who used to live next door to me. Because the lady lives in Wales, but my daughter, it's for our granddaughters that live up here. So that's just a little bit to let you see how this one's coming on. This is an order I did for a lady for Christmas. I've messaged her on Facebook Messenger and told her they are ready, because I would have to take them down to her daughter who lives up here, but she lives in Wales. And I've been completely ignored. And I know she's seen the message, because it shows you on Facebook, on their messenger, when anybody sees a message, it shows a little picture of their account. So I'm most annoyed about that. So I went out of my way to finish these, and they will be on my shop in, well, almost 2 weeks' time, because I have just had that special offer where they reduce the selling fees by, it's down to 70% at the moment. So I'm waiting till that offer comes back on again, which will be a week on Friday. And then I'm going to put them up onto my eBay shop. and I am going to block that lady on Facebook so she can't contact me ever again, because I don't want nothing more to do with customers like that. It's not the first time I've been scammed. This is about the third time, I think. At least when they're on eBay, they have to be paid for before they can get them. And so, after that little bit of video I've been showing you, that is the reason I am not going to do any more orders. I am just going to knit things and put them on my shops to sell on my either my eBay or my Etsy shop. But the eBay is the best shop for me to put things on, because I do get that special offer every fortnight where they reduce their selling fees by, it's 70% at the moment. It was 80% at one time, but it's down to 70%, so I have a feeling that it's probably going to go, the more I use it, it's probably going to keep going down, probably until there's nothing left to reduce. But that lady really annoyed me. I thought she was a friend. Her daughter used to live next door to me, and I was very friendly with that lady when she used to come and visit. She used to come up from Wales and go and visit her daughter. I was very friendly with her and that, and I class her as a friend, but not any longer. And like I said, I blocked her on Facebook and Messenger, so she can't contact me. She can't say anything that I do or anything any longer, because I don't look on her as a friend anymore. Even if she couldn't afford to pay for them afterwards, she could have told me. I would have understood, and I would have told her I would just put them up for sale, but she just completely ignored me. I gave her a couple of days to answer that message, and I know that she saw it as soon as I put it up, because a little picture came up. When you put a message on Messenger, when somebody sees it, their little picture comes up, and that tells you that they've seen the message. And that was really annoying me. But I know that I will probably sell those 4 cardigans on my shop without any trouble. I know that. So, and then, like I'm saying, I want to do a lot of knitting for myself as well, and I have been sorting out what I have to do, what's still in my bag. And this one here that I did start by mistake a little while ago, I'm going to finish that one, and that will be on my shop when it's finished. And this one here, when I was showing how I was going to do a very small, like premature baby little blanket, or that could be done for a little doll's pram or something, when I made a pattern up for a lady that one of my subscribers, for her, because she asked about it. It had to be 12 inches, or like a foot square. And I started it off and I knitted a little bit, and I'm looking, I don't think there's going to be enough to do that. I thought there might have been at first. So I weighed how much I had knitted, and which is only about that much, probably about a quarter of what I had done. And I weighed that with the needle, and then I weighed what was wool that was left with the needle, so I'd get the weight of the needle on as well. And there just wasn't going to be enough, so I've just pulled it out, and I'll knit something, maybe a little hat or something with that. And then I started on my own. I'll put that in the bag out the way, which I have been doing. I started this about 2.5 years ago. All I got done is the back. Yeah, that's the front. It is hard to tell which is the front. That is actually the front with the single slip stitch. That's a slip stitch that running down there. But when you look at the back, it has a kind of pattern on the back, and sometimes I'm not sure which is the right side, but I know now that's the slip stitch. So that's all I've got done is the back on this and one of the fronts. And I started working on this about 2.5 years ago, and I had to keep putting it down because of orders and things, and I couldn't get it done. And I have actually done a little bit of this. I think I've done from about there. I think I've worked from about there up. This is of a night time. I'm just knitting my own things of an evening after my tea, usually from about 6 o'clock at night. During the day I'm knitting the things that I'm making for my patterns and anything else I might want to sell. But once that time comes after I've had my tea, I am knitting for nobody else or anything else, just myself. Because I do need to replace a lot of my sweaters. I don't know whether you can tell very well on here, but you can see how it looks a bit lighter around there. And I think this one's worse. That one is nearly ready to split, I think, actually. I do tend to use when I'm doing things on my computer, I do tend to rest my elbows like that on my knees and I'm doing things, and I think it's wearing. And nearly all of my cardigans and sweaters, I've really checked them all and they're nearly all going like that. So I need patches on my sleeves, so I do need a lot more sweaters and cardigans knitted for myself. While there's nothing wrong actually with the rest of them, just that's what happens, and I'll have to stop leaning on my elbows like that. But anyway, this will probably be the last video you will see before Christmas, unless I put one on that other channel, a shopping channel, because like I'm saying, I don't want to make a lot of money for the tax man. I'm most annoyed about that, but that's the way things go. So anyway, I want to wish everyone a happy Christmas and I hope you enjoy your time. I have been down to one of my sons lives near Sheffield. He lives in a place called Carlton in Lindrick. It's Yorkshire, near Sheffield. And we went on there. My granddaughter drove down on just Sunday gone. And she did ask me if I wanted to come with her. She told me a couple of weeks ago that they were going down. We went down to see my son and his stepdaughter. She's not related biologically, but she still looks on me as a grandmother, and so that's my other granddaughter. I went down to see and went to meet her boyfriend and to have a look in the house that they are living in now, that they have a house of their own now. And so we had a lovely day. It was a lot of driving for my granddaughter, and I'm glad it was her that was driving and not me, because it's a long time since I went through the Tyne Tunnel. The last time I went through the Tyne Tunnel, they had a thing at the side where you just drop the money in the thing, but everything's done online now on an app on your phone. Well, my granddaughter knows all about those sort of things because she goes through there quite a lot. But coming back, there were so many lanes coming up to the tunnel, the Tyne Tunnel. I would not have known which one to go in. My granddaughter, which lane am I going to go in? Look, all those lanes. She's all right, Nana, I know where I'm going. And I said to her, well, if it was me, I would have been looking for the A19. Anything that said A19, I said, that's the one I would have been on. I was right anyway. We would have went through, and because there are two tunnels now, one to go through and one to come back through. But it was a lovely day, and it was lovely to see my step-granddaughter and my son, and we had meal and that at there. They were made a good meal and all that, and we had a lovely day because I'll not see him again for quite some time. So anyway, that's my little bit for today. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.